out of the state. The vote that was scheduled to take place during the state's special session is at risk.
And we know that you are making great sacrifices to resist the power grab that's being perpetrated by Donald Trump, by Governor Abbott, and by Texas Republicans. We will not let power go unchecked,
Right.
or let your voices and their voices go unheard.
The DNC chair, Ken Martin, displaying his support for Texas Democrats as well, saying, quote, "For weeks, we've been warning that if Republicans in Texas want a showdown to cravenly protect Trump from an inevitable midterm meltdown, then we give them that showdown." The DNC is proud to support these legislators in standing up and showing real leadership. The proposal at issue could get 5 new GOP seats, redrawing lines to include more Republican-leaning areas in cities like Dallas and in Houston. You're going to see how it all plays out. 3 p.m. in Texas. Back over to you.
All right, Todd, thank you.
You know, it's amazing to listen to Democrats complain about this. Nobody has mastered the gerrymandering game more than Democrats have, but I do think it's so telling. What makes people mount the barricades? Is it all the problems that their constituents are suffering through, or is it just their access to power? Well, they mount the barricades over their own power.
Well, they could have retained power if they played ball. This was always going to happen if the moderate Dems left and were replaced by, progressives there. There's been many times where, House representatives said, okay, we'll give and take with the Republicans, and so they allowed them to keep their drone area because there was a way to do government with them. But now that you have the Crockett's of the world who don't want to play ball, they don't want to work for their constituents, of both parties. Now the Republicans are like, okay, kick rocks.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. So he's got the threat out there to remove them if they don't return today. But by the way, if they don't return today and they wait, he can start another special session. That timeline starts over again. They'll have to go home eventually and go back.
Well, he can also call the Texas Rangers and DPS to come pull their tails back to Texas. He does have that authority as well. Hopefully it doesn't escalate to that. But they have chosen these offices, and it is part of the law in Texas.
And Lee, that's not all. He's also threatening criminal prosecution under Texas bribery laws for any lawmakers or outside groups helping fund their absence. Abbott wrote, quote, "This truancy ends now. These absences were premeditated for an illegitimate purpose," unquote. But here's the twist. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is reportedly helping the Texas Democrats avoid arrest. Yes, another state governor in a 2028 hopeful by some accounts.
It's phony, man. It's some phony bullshit.
Legislation. If that holds, Abbott says he'll use extradition powers to force a return. This is
Phony bullshit.
Oh,
Shot that
the
dude.
states couldn't be higher. Control of Congress maintaining the balance. The Texas House reconvenes Monday at 3 p.m. If those Democrats don't show, they may never get to vote again. It's been Kyle back with Display America. Share your comments about this story.
So that Bill-Bar warning the party about their own demise if they give socialists Mamdani a victory.
Do you think that he would have the power and influence to be able to usher in socialism?
Definitely has the power and influence to elect J.D. Vance or whoever is the Republican candidate next time. It is a walking commercial for the Republican Party.
I think the Republicans are going to.
Republicans, Democrat, socialists, and now they're actually calling themselves socialists. When you let them take over a major American city, this is what you get.
Our next guest agrees and has a plan for New Yorkers looking to escape the Big Apple tunnel. The Buckeye State is waiting for you. Ohio gubernatorial candidate Vivek Ramaswamy joins us now. Good morning, Vivek.
Good morning.
Yeah, so the Democrats have a problem. They have these young, inspirational candidates that diagnose a lot of the problems very well, but their solutions are asinine and anti-American.
Well, look, I think the key answer right now is it about socialism or capitalism?
That's the choice. It's a fork in the road for the future of the country. And it's not just about one candidate in New York who represents the socialism wing. You look at the rise of Fateh in Minneapolis. They call him the Mamdani of Minneapolis. You see trends coming up across the country. There's a deep fissure in the Democratic Party where there are a lot of their bases, unfortunately, is in electing socialism over capitalism. And my advice to Republicans across the country is this is our chance to actually offer an alternative vision, to make the case for why free enterprise, why capitalism is the best system known to the history of man, to lift people up from poverty, to stand for common sense, opposing the defund the police movements that have resulted in a violent wave of crime across our cities, including even in my own home state of Ohio. This is a special opportunity for us as Republicans to really show not just what we're against, but what do we actually stand for. And if we nail that, the contrast could not be more evident for the next decade in our country.
Look, it has to be two-pronged. Yes, some people will move to Ohio, move to my home state of Texas, but there are some people, they can't move. And so the offer has to be in different states, different cities. But you also need Republicans and conservatives fighting where the war has happened, like in New York. There has to be an alternative message there too, right?
Absolutely. I mean, look, it's personal to me. I was born and raised in Cincinnati. I live in Central Ohio today and running for governor here. But I lived a decade of my life in Manhattan. It is one of America's great cities, is New York City. We can't watch the great cities, and from New York to California, flounder if we're going to be one nation still pursuing a leadership position, a shining city on a hill for the world. New York City is an important part of that. So I do hope a lot of New Yorkers wake up even for the sake of New York. Now that exodus, that ability to freely travel, to move to other states, is something that holds states like New York and California accountable as well. It's what our founders envisioned. That's what federalism is all about. But I do think a lot of people in New York are going to unfortunately wake up to the effects of socialism. The well-intentioned so-called solutions to a housing crisis are actually going to make that very affordable crisis worse for the people they were supposedly trying to help. I don't want to see that play out over the next 10 years. I think Republicans have an important role to play, Lawrence. So I mean this for the Republican Party. Democrats have their own loss in the wilderness to figure out. But for the Republican Party, the question is, are we offering an alternative vision that we actually stand for when it comes to fighting crime, when it comes to not only lower taxes, but improving affordability for everyday working Americans? And if we do that, that's our part that's actually going to help save the country. That's where we've got to be focused from New York to Ohio to California.
So let's talk about that alternative vision, because you're born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. One of the victims there said that she suffered traumatic brain injuries there. We all saw the video of what took place there. More facts are emerging about that case. But you're doing a town hall because there was that situation, but there's an overall violence problem in Cincinnati. What do you think this town hall is going to resolve?
So look, I got to tell you, after that incident a little over a week ago, and I got to say, I spoke to that victim, Holly, several times, including as recently as yesterday. I'm grateful she's gradually recovering. But this is not about that one incident. This is about a pattern of really people feeling fearful of entering their city. And again, it's home to
Listen to me for a second, homie. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm in St. Francisville. I just got from teaching a class. This white boy sold 700 acres. They're building an AI plant out here. The man sold the fucking land, dog. I'm telling you, man. What's going to happen is your daddy don't give y'all that land. Somebody gonna come buy it. Somebody gonna buy it. Somebody gonna offer a 1 cent price.
Yeah. But I talked to him about that. He said he don't sell shit, he leases it. You see what I'm saying?
Now, these people out here, the security company got the security contract, right?
Right.
Ain't nothing out this motherfucker, dog. Like, in the middle of fucking woods.
But I told you, bro. I told you that St. Francisville gonna become the new Las Vegas, dog.
No. When they put that plane out here, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
And if there's more land for other planes.
Come on, bro. And not only that, you're gonna have to have somewhere for these people to stay.
They have somebody to take stay.
And you already know what you're gonna have when you have somewhere for people to stay. You're gonna have somewhere for the people to what? Play. Come on, dog. Cause this ain't gonna be no little bit amount of money that's about to come to St. Francisville, Louisiana, dog.
No,
This
not
that,
at all.
this that big bank. You heard?
I'm gonna watch what's going on. I just call my security and whatever's up for work. I'm on in.
That nigga, you put, I'll be honest with you, big brother. You already in, cause look how you just came to me with what you were just thinking about what's going on. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Cause you know that, look, cause I was just thinking about my daddy. Cause he had called me yesterday. I said, I'm calling him up and asking him, I said, man, what do you need me to do? Fuck all that what you want me to believe in. What the fuck you need me to do? Cause that's what it's about now. It's about doing.
Yeah, what you need me to do?
Yeah, bro, because
I'm
on,
too, well, I'm saying, and I'm too. Well,
yeah, man, we two all be playing games with each other, dog. I'm real. Because I already know. Time waits on no man, no woman, man. That's why you gotta know what you're doing in this time.
that's why I say, I got some few little things I gotta do around the house, bro. You know, I ain't gonna let the left hand know what the right hand gonna do. You know,
As long as you know.
and
As long as you know.
as long as I know.
As long as you know. You see? Because like I said again, the truth that's in you, sometimes you can't reveal the truth to other people. You know what they do? They'll try to fuck it up for you. You heard?
Yeah,
Come on, dog. That's why I say once I find out what do you need me to do, Daddy? Because if you want me to believe in some shit that I already know is bad, it is what it is. Because I can explain to us why we out of order. We out of order because the rich elite assholes taught us to not think for ourselves. We'll think for your ass, so we put your ass to work for us. That's it. That's all. But once you got your own ideas, you start your own thing. Like, look at you, diamond training. You made that up. Hello, shit. You ain't buying nobody else's business, nigga. You made up your own motherfucking business, nigga.
ETC, Diamond Training Center. Got my own shit on
Come
my
on,
own.
yo, yo, yo.
Like, man, hey, brother, that's what you want to do? Good. He said, my three guys passed me. I'm going to put them in the computer today. We good. I got nothing to do with tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I work for myself.
Come on, Troy. Like I told you, dog. Where would the creator of your ass be at if not already in your ass with you creating shit, man? Like I said again, we got to be responsible. We only out of order because we haven't been responsible. We've been going by some shit that somebody been teaching you instead of going by your instincts. That's the way to think because that's already in you. That's a natural order. Just like you breathing. You're supposed to be thinking. But they taught us some bullshit, and there you go. They made us into a whole bunch of bullshitters. Well, see, you thinking your reality. Look at your reality, how it's working for you. See, I'm just in this fucking wheelchair, and it's harder for me to get around like you do. But
I tell you, it's all about what you know and what you're willing to sacrifice and do your homework
like I
to
do,
do.
yeah, like I
You
do.
get a job. A job. Anybody can get a fucking job.
Yeah, man. That's why I say, because I was crying yesterday, dog, because I've been trying to get that reading thing because I'm right here by the college for this legal line lawyer bullshit. And I know it's a lot that goes in with that school going get there to learn all that bullshit, but I already know the truth. The truth is, they tricking you to be their fucking spokespersons. Right or wrong. And when they tricking you to be their spokesperson in the legal system, if you know what's going on, you can get in that bitch. As soon as you get over into that, crossing that bar, and they live there and give you all your platinums and all this other bullshit, you can flip the script on them bitches and then do something totally different because you already know it's a bunch of bullshit. But I can't get in there because I can't read none of the shit, Troy, because I already know. Let me learn. I've been trying to read. If I can get that read down, I know I can get our sovereignty back, dog. And you already know me, dog. Man, I ain't no nigga that's gonna live there and go go into the sunset and not tell nobody shit. Fuck that. I'ma have a class of giving people this shit and telling them straight up like this. it's gonna already make you money. So why not give it away? You give it away to somebody else, they might be happy that you gave it to them. It might give you something, and they might give you more than what you wanted you to live and try to sell this shit. And that's the only reason why they try to kill you, because you give somebody something that's already in them. You give them the truth that they can use to make a better life for themselves. All I want is everybody have a little something, then somebody ain't gonna kill you for a little nothing. See what I'm saying? Because just like you were saying, Troy, your mama got the game, my daddy got the game. They just don't know how to play. You heard me, huh?
What's gonna happen today? You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it regardless.
Yeah, because it's been for us.
We're gonna get it regardless. You know what I'm saying? My mama don't have no land. All she just got is that house. You know? And she did tell me, she said, you know what? She said, you never asked me for nothing. If I was over, I'm gonna give you 100,000. I said, Mama, I don't need no 100,000 while you dead because
None.
I'm not gonna be able to enjoy the 100,000.
Dang, ooh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, dog. I like. You need to put that on the card. You need to put that on the card. I don't need no inheritance from you when you can give it to me now and we can share it together.
Hey, yes. I don't, no, I had $4,500 worth of bills. I went back, got 75. They said I could pay 1,000 on it. Feel me?
Yeah.
All right. That's how I bought all my shit, and I just paid the people back.
That's all.
All right. So meantime, between time, guess what? Your 75, I'm gonna give it back to you in 4 years. If I need some more money, I go back and get some more from you. You know?
Mm-hmm. Because there's too much that we can do while we're alive, bro. Because you don't die. You just transfer from this body form back to the wind. Now, after that death, it is what it is. You still gonna be the wind until it's time to come back into some type of body form. But it's all about the body form that you in coming out of. Because if you ain't doing shit while you in this motherfucker, what reason would the creator of you being here want you to be back in the body form of a human being again? This is the higher life living in the ecosystem of everything has a natural order to be here. See, we the only one that got out of our natural order when we start thinking out of order, when we start running behind them animals and started eating them. And that was after we got out of order and we created somebody that let them be servitude to us when we should have known better than that. We should have known better than that because you know, Troy, anything that you create, just like a dog. See, a dog, that's their natural order to what? Obey their master, right? Or they ain't gonna get out. They ain't gonna get out their natural order unless they taught some different shit. But see, our natural order was we were supposed to love each other, dog. Not to the point where I start making some money, but I see you as shit. I can make more money if you work for me and I didn't work for myself. What kind of shit is that? Then you realize that, man, I can't do my people. I love them too fucking much. So you go into the motherfucking lab and start what? Just like mixing and stuff. Just like motherfuckers be on them turntables. You go in there and mix up some shit. You end up putting a DNA with some monkeys and some monkeys and some dogs and shit together. That's why, like I told you, that's why they can't deal with the sun, bro. And that's why they smell like wet dog when they sweat. That's why they say their DNA is close to monkey. And ours ain't got nothing to do with no animals when you look at our DNA. Nah. So when you look at all that being the truth, we got too smart for our own good till we start thinking bad to the point where we create somebody to be servitude to our ass, and eventually they envied us, wanted to beat us, then wanted to replace us, something that they can't do. That's the reason why it's been hanging on our head so fucking long. Now the truth gonna do what it do. You heard me, huh?
Right.
The truth about to do what it do. Either you're gonna get on board or you're gonna get rolled over. Because the truth ain't gonna play no game with you, buddy. I'm just trying to tell you. It is what it is. All it is what you deserve back to what you did, knowing better, and you did it anyway. You heard me? Because you thought you were gonna get what? Away with it. Because you thought that what? This God character, the Jesus character, gonna deal with you. No, it's being all it is, being the truth, gonna deal with your ass just like the truth's supposed to. What goes around comes around. Whatever dirt you put down, that dirt coming back for your ass. Either you want it or you don't. It's coming back for that ass. Why? Because that's owed to you.
Right.
But yeah, bro, what you saying, bro, is what I already know. Land grabbing is happening. It was happening, and it ain't gonna never stop happening. You heard me?
Right.
Because these people know one thing: if they can fool you, they can get you. Because they fooled you, they got you. Now they got your brain not working for you. It's working for them. Now it's going against you. But I already know, dog. Land is the shit right now because right now we supposed to be thinking about creating our own fucking food right now. Because from what I'm hearing about this dude Bill Gates, oh he got up he got all kinds of shit coming down the pipe, bro.
You got all kind of shit coming up the pipe.
Got all kinds of shit coming out of the pipe. A new form of the motherfucking bird flu. You dig? But put it like you said, Troy, you already know. The best way to keep a person docile, dumbed down, is to keep them in fear. Because when you mad or you in fear, you're not thinking straight. Because I know a lot of people lived there and took them fucking shots. And now they left it, bro, and now they regret taking that shot because most of everybody that took that shot, it's kind of fucked up now. See, like you deal with a gun. You deal with a gun. So 9 times 10, you got a placebo. If you took that shot, you got a placebo. And the placebo is you just got sugar shot. That's all you got. You ain't get the real shit. Because the real shit, dog, they ain't get a real shit to nobody sent you. You heard me?
Right.
Because like I said again, bro, that was a what do you call that? A biological weapon that they used on us. And because we don't do no fucking research about shit, we just believe shit, understand shit, have faith shit, and hope that these bitches tell us some truth about some shit when all that shit was a lie. And that's how we get fucked up. We end up being gullible.
And I think that COVID shot ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit, but objecting ourselves to put some shit in there to handle this radiation with all these motherfucking cell phones and all these motherfucking towers. If we ain't got some shit in our body, that shit could burn our ass off, dog.
I'm trying to tell you right now.
How the fuck you eat food out of a microwave that's radioactive, but you ain't getting no motherfucking cancer?
Okay, because look, I'm about to tell you. Any and everything that they telling you when you come to that hospital, they telling you that you got because they just telling you that they got it so you can get it by them telling you. See, because you go into the mindset of what they just told you. You got what I'm saying? And then after that, they give you the medication to keep you sick. You see what I'm saying? Because guess how you heal yourself, partner? It's when you start feeding yourself the shit that's a part of you. Bro, you can consider yourself as a miracle walker. Why I say that, Jeff? Because the truth in you do nothing but adapt to the shit that's surrounding you and the shit you're putting into you. Because the truth is this. The shit that we ate since kids to nine dogs should have been killed our ass. You heard me? But your body, dog, and the truth that's in you is adapting to all the bullshit that they doing to you, dog. Because when it's time for you to go, bro, you can't duck, hide, or run from that shit, that dog, because your body gonna give up first. I know, because look, I'm looking at my body. Look how I'm doing compared to how I was doing when I was on all their drugs. Now they mad with me to the point where they trying to get me back on their drugs by saying that I'm neglecting myself because I don't want to take their drugs. This ain't no drug right here, Troy. This is some paper with some shit rolled up in it. And I don't even know what the shit is rolled up in it, but they say it's weed from the dispensary. You dig? But hey, it gives me a feel in the back of where my titanium rises there when I ain't hurting as much as I normally hurt. So I'm like, this here consuming some of the pain. So shit, y'all. All I know is the shit that I was getting from y'all, that was the game. Because soon the shit wore off, I was ready to pop another one of the motherfuckers. As soon as that bitch wore off, I was ready to pop another one of the motherfuckers. But while I was popping them, I still was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I didn't know if I was coming or going, bro. And now that I do know that all I need to know is that I never know it all. And the truth is I don't want to know it all, but I need to know what I need to know when shit is happening because I gotta deal with it. It is what it is, dog. Come on, bro. So now you see why they had to make up a guide for us. You heard me? They had to make up a guide for us because we too powerful to even much guide ourselves once you realize the truth is in you already. Because most of the time you just saying to yourself, damn, how can I get somebody to realize something that's already in them already? That's hard to do when they've been programmed to not know. So Troy, I shouldn't have to remind you how you supposed to be thinking. You supposed to be thinking 24/7 to know that 0, 1. People lie, the numbers don't. You're not a liar, Troy, but the people try to make you into one. That's why you ain't keep into that Bible or fall that way to that God, that Jesus, but you do know there's a creator, but that creator is in you. That's why you creating all this beautiful shit in your reality, bro. That God shit is just some bullshit they made up because God spelled backwards his dog. That's why they say you obey your fucking master. They fucked us up. They fucked us up, Troy. But we back, we back in order now, baby. We back in order. All we gotta do is, like I said, all we gotta do is get the resources straight. Once you get the resources straight, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. 10-4 ride to Dodger. That's a wrap, dog. And the good thing about you, dog, you done went a lot of different places. You went and drove trucks, so you done went saw other sides of the world and shit. See me, all I want to do is be right there in St. Francisville in the motherfucking woods, chilling.
Dude, I live 14 minutes from that fucking site. 14 minutes from San Francisville, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm as close to San Francisville as I ever been to San Francisville in my life.
Nigga, you might well say you were San Francisville.
I live in town over.
You might well say you got both of them rocking for you, Zachary, St. Francisville. You're a native. But that's just it, Troy. You are native to all this land, bro. Huh?
I see these people not going nowhere. They got Exxon plant. They got the AI plant. They got about several other motherfucking plants that don't be about there.
Troy, let me enlighten you on something else. We're gonna start doing our own medication. Wow. We already know what type of industry that is. You already know, dog. So if we start doing our own medication and then start doing medication more natural, we get more of the base to the world. Dog, we get to tap in, really tap in, bro, if we do right, bro. You heard me?
Yeah.
Because we used to be the beacon of all fucking nations, bro. Until we became corrupt. Because a lot of people don't even much know that that Declaration of the Constitution was written by some niggas. Man, as smart as them white folks are, dog, they are not about balance, bro. So you already know that's the reason why they're trying to change that Declaration of Independence. You got it? But the law of the land is the law. And the law of the land is the one that comes from the land. And who that is? That's the brown peoples. That's why it ain't in order now, because we allowed the Caucasians to take over our place and then start giving us what? Unnatural shit. Shit that don't make no sense. And that was a shame. They ran game, but it is what it is.